Everybody. I'm sure you can tell. It's really dark. It's 6:30. It's been getting lighter earlier, of course, but it's really overcast. I think we might get a spit of rain, and then hopefully that's it for the day. There is no plan today. Most times I wake up and I have a plan. I don't really have a plan. I know what I want to do, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm just going to take you along with me. So what we actually do. Sorry. All right, milking is done. I already took the milk inside and strained it. Corbin's up feeding the bunnies. I'm going to check on the 2 does. So Toffee and Fiji should both be kindling this weekend, and Toffee really likes to build a nest early. Fiji I don't know because she's never had babies before, so I think I'm gonna grab nesting boxes, put them in there just to see what she does. And Toffee's an excellent mother, so she knows exactly what she's doing. I'm not worried about her. I don't think we'll have babies this weekend. I would be surprised. I think it will be early next week. Toff, you want your box? Toffee, you're already in there. She's like, I know what we're doing. There's your hay. Make her happy. Let's see what you do with it, huh? You go, drama queen. All right, they're all settled. They seem pretty happy with that. They've been in and out of the box. Toffee's just eating her hay. We'll just keep replenishing it until she's ready to make her nest, which I don't predict for a couple days, but it's there if she wants to. So I'm gonna head inside because when I was putting the milk away, I remembered what it was that I'm supposed to do today. And I have a little confession I will show you in just a moment. All right, so here's my confession. Remember when I said I was going to try and make cheese? Sorry, there's a lot of milk in here. This is what I remembered. That's quiche. supposed to do when I came and put the milk up. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. I did it. I made cheese. And I didn't video it because I was super worried it would be an epic fail. Oh, I'm gonna open that right there. Not an epic fail, a complete success. Interesting. So they've been sitting in brine for a while. They're kind of slimy now. They weren't slimy before. Oh my gosh! It tastes just like feta cheese! Holy cow! I actually did it! I cannot believe that. I'm so excited! Okay, so for starters, it is kind of slimy on the outside. I think one of my mistakes may have been that I didn't drain it long enough. So I'm gonna pull it out of its brine and put it in a thingamabobby. All right, so this is the feta I made, and look, you can see what I'm talking about. See that? It's like some slime. That one's squishy in the middle. This is probably the very best one. It is a little slimy around the edges. However, it's firm in the middle. And it even still has some of the pattern from the basket. And then when I break it off, it actually crumbles. Hammock Haven's 30-minute mozzarella. She said it takes closer to about an hour. After watching the video, I understand why. There's a cooling period in there that's important. The reason I like her videos is they're specific to goat's milk. She's working with goat's milk. I'm working with goat's milk, not cow's milk. So there is a lot of advice in her videos that I would probably have to learn through a lot of trial and error. Citric acid, thermometer, the stirry spoony thingy. This pot will hold exactly 2 gallons. I definitely need a larger pot for down the road. We have animal rennet and we have lipase. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Which she recommended adding for flavor. You don't have to. It's probably about half what you normally would. I used this in the feta. When I tasted the curd, it was incredibly mild. But it sat in the brine for a week and absorbed some of that salty flavor. So between the lipase powder and the salty brine, it made it just a wonderful complex flavor. I really like a tangy feta. My concern was it wouldn't be very flavorful, and it is definitely flavorful. Pot is now cool. That was a very specific instruction, is we need to start this with cold milk. So I've got my milk. It takes me about a week, maybe a little, maybe 8 days. No, it's about a week to save up enough milk to have 2 gallons to do most of these recipes. Are 2 gallons of milk. Pour that on top. She's also specific about this. When you're mixing milk up-down motion without breaking the surface of the milk. Okay, happy with that. Don't know what the next step is. Okay, that's easy. Next step is to bring this up to 86 degrees. Now, my understanding is if we had it at temperature and added the citric acid, it would curdle. So we've done that part right. We're back. We are up to temp. I am going to add lipase. Pretty sure that's how you say it. If you know of a better way to say it, let me know. Using half a teaspoon of rennet. Okay. Pour that on there. Mix in with the same up-down motion. I've got the lid on, and then I'm setting a timer. If I can find my phone. Okay, got my lid on. I'm setting a timer for 20 minutes, trying to maintain the temperature as well. And since I am on an electric cooktop, that's interesting. I have to be kind of careful. Sometimes I will just gently move the milk off. This part makes me nervous every time because it's like the moment of truth. So just to, yeah. So you can see that's the cheese curd. So these are going to be larger chunks than I did last time. She said an inch, inch and a half. Make sure your knife, oh, those are nice and firm. Oh, there's the whey. It's quite a bit firmer than the other one. Here we go. And at least we have curds again. That chunk is probably way too big. So now I'm supposed to cover it again, put it in a water bath for about 40 minutes to bring it up to 105 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover it so I'm not losing heat. Put it in my water bath and go from there. I also have to make a phone call, so it's perfect timing. We have done our water bath, kept to temp at 105. I am supposed to pull it out of here, let it strain in here, and then I was just talking to some people online who are much more experienced about cheese than I, about my slimy feta, and got some recommendations to try next time. I'm not going to tell you now because I'm going to try it next time. It will take me a while to run out of feta. From what I understand, so like with cow's milk mozzarella, the proteins are stronger, so you can stretch and stretch and stretch it. With goat's milk, the proteins aren't as strong, so you don't want to overstretch the cheese. This is coming from a complete novice, so take that one with a grain of salt. But I'll let that drain off a minute, and then we're going to salt and gently stretch and then put in here to form our little balls and have mozzarella for the weekend. And we're gonna do homemade pizza crust. I've never done that either. So if anybody has a really good pizza crust recipe that's simple, like beginner and not sourdough starter based, please, because I've already killed 2 starters. I need to conquer this, and I will, but not right now. All right, I think that's pretty good. You can see it's kind of flattened out. So then take it, and instead of stretching it, she just recommends working it a bit into a nice little ball. Tucking it under. This reminds me of like when we make the our crusty bread loaves. All right, so I've got my little ball, and then drop it in my cold water. Okay, so in our icy water we have beautiful little, I'm gonna get water everywhere. Corbin's making fun of me. Mozzarella ball. Look at that. I'm dripping. But jerk.
Don't get mad at me. I'm serving up my own enchiladas
That I made from one of our chickens. Anyway, I'm gonna let these cool just a little bit longer. I'll let these cool a little bit longer, and I'm going to preserve them in some olive oil in the refrigerator because we're probably going to use a good portion of this weekend. And this is serious stuff, man.
No, not.
Anyway, you guys, thanks for joining me. If this is the end, I'm not sure if it really is, but take care. Drop your recommendations for pizza dough down below, pretty please, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.